In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a ghee diya. Now, my version is like the easy version. I don't do the dip method like a lot of people do, but I'm going to share with you a really quick, easy way that I make my own ghee diyas. And Diwali is coming up. It's on October 24th or October 25th, depending on where you are in the world. It's the night of the dark moon, the new moon. And ghee diyas are, I have my notes here. Ghee diyas are used to chase away darkness. They're used to light up an environment, to light up a room, a space, an altar, or whatever your intention for that diya is. A diya is basically like a candle. I don't know how else to explain it, like a candle, but it's like naturally made with cotton and ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. And I'll show you all of the ingredients, and I'll show you also links to where you can get all of these, because I know that you can't really find these things in stores, but Amazon has it, and so I'm very blessed and thankful that Amazon has these things. And you can get your hands on it for very, very cheap, actually. So ghee diyas are used to chase away evil, toxic energies, negative energies, and when you light a ghee diya, it stays in the room and the environment far longer. Like the energy of it stays in the room and the environment and the altar, wherever you put it, even after it's burnt out. And like if you look at the scientific ways that it affects the air, the scientific ways that it affects our body, like the different spiritual parts of our body, it's very interesting and it's very powerful. So I've started using a lot more ghee diyas instead of candles. It's easy to prepare. I'll show you. And you can, it lasts a really, really, really long time, like a really long time, okay? And most always, it burns out all the way. So you don't really have remnants or remains or like residue with the ghee diya. You might have some charcoal left, a little bit of coal, like, you know, the charcoal, the ash a little bit. And what you could do with that is you can use that ash to anoint your forehead, your house, your altar, your wallet, whatever your intention is. And ghee diyas really change the vibration. Okay, they change the vibration around wherever you light them. And they're used around Diwali because when Lord Rama came back home with his wife Sita and his brother Lakshman and Hanuman, the protector god, when they came back, it was a dark moon. It was the night of the dark moon, new moon. And so what the people did is they lit up everything so that when they came back, everything was lit up and they didn't have to come back home in the dark night, you know? So it's a huge celebration of victory over killing a demon as well. There's so many lores and legends behind Diwali. If you really look it up, there's a lot of things going on. It's also considered to be Lakshmi's birthday, goddess Lakshmi. It's also considered to be the wedding day of goddess Lakshmi and her husband Vishnu. Vishnu is the preserver in our Indian culture, and he resides in the water. And so there's just so much significance. It's so auspicious to do ghee diyas on the night of Diwali. Light your house up with these ghee diyas. And it's so easy to make, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Also, another thing that I have written down here is that ghee diyas are very calming for the environment, for your house, for your home, for your altar, for your bedroom, for your space, your living room, wherever you light it. It's very calming, and it's very calming for your mind and your spiritual body and your energy. And you'll feel it. You know, it's such a huge difference between lighting a candle and then lighting a ghee diya. And I'm just so excited to share it with you guys. So with all that being said, let's get into the tutorial. So for a really quick and easy homemade ghee diya with natural elements, natural ingredients, all natural stuff, these are the things that you're going to need. So I have here some clay little pots clay Diya molds that were made, and you can actually get this on Amazon. I'll link it down below, and they were just painted over. You want to use clay because it symbolizes renewal of energy. So when you burn something in clay, it's just renewing the energy of the environment that you're putting it in, and it's just very, very significant and lucky and just renewing and energizing. So that's why I'm using these clay ones, and I always just wash them out and I reuse them. I have a few, and if you guys are interested in a clay one, just head over to my description box. I have a few that are going to be listed down below. You're also going to need ghee. So this is from the brand Savera, and this is 100% pure, all natural, clarified butter, which is ghee. And this is what it kind of looks like. Sometimes it gets in solid form if it's cold, just like coconut oil. Or if it's really, really hot, then it might kind of be a little bit more liquidy. So we're going to be using just a little bit of this to fill into our clay pot, which is going to be our Diya. And then I also have here cotton wicks. These are pre-made. Now I know a lot of people do the dip method, and a lot of people make it with like actual like cotton, like rui. If you know, in Hindi it's called rui. So this is actually something that you can get, and there's 365 cotton wicks in here, and they're kind of pre-made. So I'm going to show you just a very easy way to make the Diya at home, and maybe just a little spoon right here. I have a little plastic spoon, and let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to do is get your clay pots ready, cleaned, nice and clean. I know I have a little bit of residue on here, but you know, for me, I like to have a little bit of residue in there sometimes because I've already worked this off camera plenty of times. And so I like to have residues of my past spells, especially if they were for something good. But they're as clean as I want them to be. And then you're going to take your spoon here, and you're going to take your ghee, your clarified butter. I'm spilling all over my table, but it's okay. I'm gonna be washing these sheets really, really soon. Not sheets, but they're like really pretty table covers and stuff. And you're going to fill this up as much as you want to. Now remember, ghee Diyas last a lot longer than a candle would, I feel like, in my experience. And so what I'm gonna do is just fill it up to however much that will fit in there. As you can see, some of it is solid and some of it is liquid. I'm just gonna fill it up, not too much, not all the way up to the top, but enough because I will be putting my cotton wick in there. So you wanna leave a little bit of space. I'm going to be taking 2 of my cotton wicks right here. This is how big they are. Like, you can kind of measure with my fingertips and stuff. But what I'm going to do, easy, really, really easy, just stick it in the middle of my Diya right there. And I have a cute little ghee natural Diya in a clay pot that's already been decorated. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. You can actually even put 2 or 3 in here if you wanted to. But that's it. And my ghee Diyas are all done, and I'm really excited to light these. You guys know that we talked about earlier in the video, this is so auspicious. This is so lucky. This is just very, very good energy if you light one of these in your house. And cotton is something that is used for protection and healing. And ghee is also known as a sacred fat. It is the food of the gods. So this is very beautiful, and I hope you guys find this easier to do than the dip method, because that for me just takes too much time, and I feel like this is just a little bit more easier, faster, and you can make more of them, and they're still natural and they're still beautiful, and they still carry the same energy. So this was how I made my ghee Diyas. I know that it's probably different than how you're supposed to make it, but I wanted to share with you guys an easier way. Like, I do not have the time or the patience or the energy to kind of sit there and dip the cotton the way that you're a lot of people do. This is how I do it, and this is kind of like how I've grown up with it. Like, this is how my family has done it. This is how I've been taught to do it as well, and I feel like it works. I feel like it does the same exact thing. It's beautiful, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon.